When you're speaking with a young person, an adolescent or a young adult, on a sensitive topic, like a mental health topic, it is really important to remember three things. You really want to approach it in a trauma-informed or a trauma-sensitive way. You want to be empowering, and you'd really like to focus on some strengths that might come out in the interview. So the first most important step is the trauma-informed approach, which is all about making them feel safe. You want to pay attention to their body language, and it might be something that you can see easily, or it might be something in their voice. So you just want to be a little bit, you want to listen a little bit carefully and use your visual cues to see if they seem fidgety or uncomfortable or distressed, in which case, again, remembering it's always the most important thing is to make sure they feel safe, in which case you might want to pause or stop the interview if that's what feels right in the moment to make them feel safe. And ways to help them feel empowered, we've already talked about safety, but other ways are to really let them share their story and to kind of take the lead. And so you want to use as open-ended questions. You want to show that you're listening, so you want to make sure and nod 3 times, take pauses, reflect back what you're hearing, use reassuring statements. You want to thank them for sharing their story. Sometimes that thanking them can be so empowering. You can do that at the beginning, middle, or end, whenever it feels right to do. A really good way to end an interview like this would be to make sure and emphasize a strength that you might have heard in the story. Hopefully the subject is going there anyway, as they're naturally telling their story. They might get to a transformation, something that they learned, or a recovery, or reaching out for help and getting help. And then ideally the subject will get there themselves, but just in case they haven't and the interview is a little bit heavy, and it is helpful for you to end it by reflecting back a strength that you kind of heard through the story, and connecting them again with that source of strength, and making sure that they know again that they can continue to reach out for resources as they might need. And you always want to end with, is there anything that you really wanted to say about this story, your story, that I didn't bring up, or that we didn't get to in our conversation so far? So all of these things are just really empowering, and for anyone who's sort of gone through something and is brave enough to share about it, you want to make sure and help them feel empowered.